Okay, so welcome to your Bestie in Freight first episode. I'm your host Lida, and today we are diving into one of the most talked about and controversial topics in the logistics world, which is double brokering. So this episode is a bold one, and I am bringing in someone who used to double broker, and the goal is to shed light on the practices, its impact, and what we all can learn from it. So, before we get started, I just want to share how today's episode will flow. I will be asking our guests a series of questions to dive deep into the topic of double brokering. Towards the end of the episode, we will open it up to answer any questions you might have. I do ask you keep your questions and comments respectful, as this meant to be an open and educational conversation. And I want to introduce my guest. I'm not gonna share his information and his name, but welcome in and thank you so much for agreeing to join the first episode of your Bestie in Freight podcast. It is very brave of you to agreeing to talk about this topic openly, and of course, I truly appreciate that you agreed to join to my podcast. So, there are so many technologies out there like Carrier 411, Carrier Assure, Highway, Safer Watch, and many more that help brokers and carriers identify risks and prevent double brokering in the industry. But technology can only do so much. So it is insights from people like you with real life experience that can teach us things we wouldn't learn otherwise. So I'm really excited to hear your perspective and what we can all take away from your story. So can you please tell us a bit about yourself and how you got into double brokering?
So, good morning, guys. Good morning, Lida. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for this podcast. And it was a very pleasure to invite me in this podcast. I don't know. I was saying like about like this way. I start this job, this business, this market. Someone now will say, "Yeah, you're doing double brokering. You do this job." But okay, we do the job. We started this about 5 years ago. But the main business of double brokering is more longer than like I work or any of my coworkers doing this. So my history is starting like about 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Okay, so you started 5 years ago.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so how long you have done it?
I would say about like 3 years. 3 years I
Three
do the
years?
job. Yeah, 2 or 3 years I do the job. It was really hard. It was very interesting, first of all, for me. I'm not going to share like what was my previous works, what I do. I will say I will do everything in the world, every job that you can know. But I like
Yes.
the industry. I like the business. I like the market. I like everything in this. Not the double brokering, because now I believe some guys is online and saying, hey, lying some people or something like this. No, truly double brokers is not lying. The thing is why, I don't know if this is a part that I can answer, because the double broker is taking care for his shipments, which is not doing the same dispatcher or just a broker. So the main reason the all responsibility is going to be the double brokers. If they are like serious
Okay.
company, if now like I'm sorry for this, like not some Muslim like Indian guys opening some brokerage and that's it. No, if they are serious business, they're doing their job. It's there is more, how I would say, there is more problems, more things to do just on you. So
Okay,
all up
but
to you.
there was a lot of incidents that you guys, when doing double brokering, you even don't pay the carriers, and there is some confusion with the payments. And when shippers or a real freight broker find it out, then of course, carrier doesn't get paid. So, what do you think about that?
So look, the problem is coming from not from the beginning, like any like business open and they decide, okay, let's not to pay to the carrier. First
Mm-hmm.
of all, when we start the business, as I know about 4 years ago, but before me there was a lot of guys who were doing this business, our company is paying to the carriers. There was no any issue with the payment. Every carrier got paid. Even we have not got paid from the broker, but we pay to the carrier. And from the business, from the market, if you are the business owner, I don't know, like you paying to the carriers about 20K, 30K, 40K, and you have not got paid. And here is coming the problem. The business owners It's not that they are not paying to the carrier. They are just waiting from the broker to get paid, and after they are going to pay to the carrier. Because there was a lot of
Okay.
problems that the carrier got double paid. So they got paid from you, and they tried to get paid from the broker again.
Wow. Okay. So, because your voice is a little bit low, so I will, articulate again. So you're saying that the reason that double brokers sometimes were not paying their carriers is because they were waiting for a freight broker to pay them so they can pay the carriers. And you also
That's it.
mentioned that sometimes you would pay out of your pocket because the freight broker maybe find it out and they don't pay you, but you will still pay the actual carrier who moved the freight.
That's it. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay, I understood now. So, do you know like the number how many lots you and maybe your office, got it double brokered?
I would say a lot. A lot. You will not explain how much, like even no one in the US cannot explain how much, but it was a lot. I will say why, because like where the double broker can make the money, where the dispatcher is lazy, where the broker is lazy. Why? Because only the double broker can start to work from 6 or 7 a.m. to book 5, 6 loads for day to wait about 9 or 10 a.m. that the other dispatchers, the real carriers, would wake up and start calling them to book the loads.
So you're saying that the reason that double brokering happens because freight brokers are lazy? This is a
Not
new
only freight brokers,
statement.
yes, not only the brokers, almost the carriers. The
Okay.
dispatcher carriers, they are lazy. They don't want to
So
work
because
because
you
how?
guys are in a different time zone, so you start early, so you grab all the freight, right? What you are saying, that you start
Yes,
working 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in American time and you get all the freight and then you start to cover it?
that's it. There was a lot of offices like based in the US, like not matter out of country, in the country, based in the US. They are working 24 and 7.
Wow.
24 and 7. They are not stopping to book the load. And even the real business, they are not canceling. If you are the agent, you have your broker, you cannot cancel shipment of your broker. So it means all
Yes.
responsibility goes to you. Other dispatcher can just say, hey, I find another load. This broker is paying me 200 more. Okay, I'm canceling this. I'm going there. But if the
Okay.
broker give the load to the double broker, he will not face these problems. Here, why the
Well,
brokers, a lot of brokers, I'm sorry for a lot of brokers feeling comfortable, I'm just opening you the secret, feeling comfortable to work with the responsible double brokers.
okay, wow. This is very interesting. I never heard this, from anyone, to be honest with you. This is very interesting opinion that you thinking that you guys working there 24/7 to have opportunities to grab the freight that other, freight brokers might not answer the phone call or dispatches, right? They not booking the freight for their carriers. That's when you come and, grab that load and then resell it. Okay. So, what are the common tactics or strategies that you used as a double broker? Like, is there any like special phone system? I know you guys also have like special technologies that there are drivers who don't speak very well English and you also helping them. But what are the, strategies, secrets that you using that we in America are not aware?
Okay, Lida, look, there will be a lot of secrets. I'm not sure if I can open all of them. I'm sorry for this, but okay. Yeah, the drivers who cannot speak English, who don't know what to do in the trucking, he just get a truck, even don't know what's the paper, what's the BOL, what's the POD, how to book the loads. He doesn't know nothing. The
Okay.
agent is asking him, you want this line? For example, I don't know, from Cali to Texas or something like this. He say, yes. I need this lane for 3,000. It's my budget. Give me for 3,000, take yours. How much you will book is yours. The agent says, okay, that's it. I'm taking the whole
Wow.
responsibility to me.
So you saying that when freight broker takes a lot, they take fully responsibility because from my experience, maybe that's how you were operating, but a lot of freight brokers and carriers can confirm that from our experience, actually, you guys are booking the freight and then canceling last minute because you were not able to cover it. So Like what I understand, there are different double brokering companies, and they all different. They all operate differently. Can you explain that part again?
Yes, I would say in this way, like every agent cannot work in the same way, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
coming like it's the same, like in the same brokerage company, the CH or TQL, not every broker working like you like. Okay, but
Yes.
the main reason, what was the point in the offices? So don't cancel your shipment. If you are not sure to
Okay.
book that load, you cannot cover, don't take it. Don't make a
Wow.
bad
So
history on the
your office
company.
was very strict. So you were not allowed to cancel a lot. So if you take a lot, you make sure that you cover it.
That's it. You need to check with the broker. Can we take it like tomorrow? You need to check before. Like tomorrow, we can give this to another carrier. You need to find a good carrier because the broker sometimes giving the loss to any like stupid carriers who even don't know what to do and then going to face a problem. But that all
Yes.
problems is going to be faced to the double broker. On him,
Wow.
he can sell the same shipment to the 7 carriers. 6 of them going to cancel. 6 of them going to make a problem. One of them is going to complete the shipment. The broker don't know about that. In making his percentage, his gross, and like the broker is getting his money.
So you are telling us that sometimes you would cover one freight with six, seven different carriers because you are not sure if they will cover it. So you just covering with different carriers just to have one carrier who will do the load so you don't cancel it on the freight broker?
Yeah, I would say in this way, I can send setup links. I can do some secret like checks to
Yes.
check the carrier is real or not. Okay, they have MC that's clear, everything is good, they are active like 6 months or 1 year. It's not the point that you can give him the load. There is a lot of
Mm-hmm.
tools that you need to check. So to understand where is the driver, are you sure the phone number is like real? A lot of things.
Yes.
Manager of the office or agent who got
Well, we
experience is checking that.
So, Edmond, we have heard that there are situations that one load got double brokered few times. So,
Okay.
what are the steps and red flags you were looking so you don't get double brokered as a double broker?
Okay. How to not get double broker?
Yes.
Okay. I would say this way, you cannot do nothing until I'm sorry for this, but until the Landstar is in the market, you cannot do nothing because the Landstar is the biggest company who is doing that legally. So we, as a small, just we are very small to them. We cannot do nothing. You
Okay.
cannot protect yourself. I can just even tell one story. Just you will laugh. Once time, about 3 years ago, where one of the agents sell his load to the carrier, like 7 different carriers. All of them got canceled. The broker gives the load for 2,000.
Okay.
So we see that we cannot sell the shipments. Even like there was no carrier, and the agent find a carrier who will do that load for 2,200. So he's paying extra 200 from his pocket to not cancel the shipment on his broker. It's something that
Okay.
he's paying. And he's not saying, hey, broker, I'm paying 200 more. Well, like next day, the carrier called to the broker and say, hey, I got double broker. This guy's selling me the shipments, something like this. You say, hey, cool, send me the red cam. When the carrier send the red cam, they say 2,200. You say, how? If it's double broker, I give the lot for 2,000. How you got for 22? So there's the thing.
Wow.
Yeah, you call to our office, you say, guys, what's going on? We say, okay. The true story is we paid extra 200 from our pocket to not cancel on you at last minute. It was 6 p.m.
Wow.
We like
So
you.
you're
You help
telling
us.
me that sometimes you will overpay the carrier instead of underpaying, so you get the
Yes,
freight moving.
yes. We do it a lot of times. A
Wow,
lot of
I
times.
never
We,
heard
we just,
anything like that because all America, all carriers, all freight brokers, and all shipper thinks that you guys are stealing money from actual carriers, and now you telling us that you paying actual carriers more money sometimes in order for you to move the freight. This is very interesting.
yeah. So I don't know. It's come from where? Because a lot of brokers who got a big experience, they got fired. I mean, if you look the news, they say, okay, from the CH, from the TQL, from Amazon, a lot of brokers who have experience, who has age in the industry, who understand the system, they got fired. Why? Because they start to get cheap money. And that brokers, we only work with them. They see the carrier got one truck, okay, and from that office calling like about 7, 8, 10 agents, and they covering all the shipments. He know how is that working. He understands the system, and he see if the carrier can move his loads. The next day he's sending him the list. Okay, choose which load you can cover. It was from my experience, from my office's experience, we see the broker sending the list. How they sending? Because they see the agent works good. After that, why the
Wow.
industry got down? Because a lot of people say, we can open our brokerage. There is nothing, no problem. And if the customer getting quotes from the big companies for 5,000, 6, 7, some guy saying, "Hey, I can move this for 2,000," but he don't understand the full industry. He think that okay, the industry is just to get a shipment from the customer for
Huh?
example, for 2,000, post it on the DAT or Truckstop for 17. Okay, I got 300 profit. I'm Superman. But no, why the freight brokerage big companies getting more from their customers? Because the shipment has a lot of problems to take care. So
Okay.
the new brokerage companies make these problems to the industry. They close the workspaces, they make the market down, just coming from there because everyone say, okay, I'm going to open the brokerage. It's nothing, it's not a problem. Everyone can go open the FMCSA, the FMCDOT, and that's it. Make the down payment and it's good to go.
So how do you guys sometimes we notice like when we are checking in Carrier 411, how do you guys get a MC and it has like one truck, 8 inspections, or sometimes you just get MCs that has like 10 trucks, zero inspection. How do you get active in FMCSA? How do you find all of these MC numbers, with active authority more than 90 days and you have all of these inspections?
Okay, I need to open a lot of secrets to you.
Yes, please share all of the secrets. We just want to know everything.
Look, to change the truck count on the FMCSA is just very easy. It's just a click. You log into your DOT account, changing your truck count. That's it. No any brokers
Yeah, but
going
you
to
have
see.
to have a PIN number, right? That and PIN numbers they
Yeah,
send it to actual address, email address, not email, actual physical address.
yes, you are going to have the offices because a lot of friends, like even we was in the US, we have all the paperwork, even our friends, friend of mine, everyone has that. So I'm asking them, do this for me. You say, okay. And one more thing, the carriers. In the beginning, we say there was a carriers who cannot speak English or something like this. We offer him. If you want, we will work with your company. We'll share some percentage with you. You say, okay, it's good. Let's do it because they want
Okay.
to make money.
Yeah, so you were helping these new carrier companies whose driver or owner doesn't speak English and they don't know how to operate the business in the beginning. So you were like servicing them,
That's it.
and you are utilizing your network, using your friends who are in United States, right? That's what we understand.
That's it. Yes. Yes. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, so like looking back, I know that now you have an actual career company. Like, what are some lessons you learned from your time in space, and what do you do different? Like, if you go back again, will you do double brokering again?
I would say truly, I don't like that job. Even I going to the work every day, I don't like the job because it was very nervous. Every day you can get a report, and after that you are going to sit about a month or 15 days, 20 days to just wait for the new authority, for the new MC, because you got reports, you cannot work. But what we have 5 years ago, 6 years ago, the company got like, for example, six freight guards, and we were working very good. It was perfect. Like you got the report, but
So
no
you
any
were
broker
working
reject.
with Freight Guard report, and you were still booking freight
Yes, it was 5 years ago when I started
five
in the
years
beginning.
ago. But I know that you guys have backup MCs, right? So when one MC gets freight card report, one or two reports, now you start using another MC. You always have backup MCs. That's what I have heard. Is that true?
It's true, but not all of the offices, because to get some backup MC is just money. It costs money for the business owner, for the office, and it's a lot because you actually need to pay to the carrier to not get a report. Because if you are
Yes.
not paying to the carrier may be called to the broker, call the BOL numbers, and you are going to be done.
Yeah. So how would you go about the insurance? Sometimes when I was checking Carrier 411, I would see, the company is like 3 years old, just one inspection, and what I realized that maybe someone bought this MC, but how do you activate the insurance if there is no actual truck?
Truck VIN number you can put from anywhere, from the just websites, from anywhere you can put the VIN. The VIN is not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is just to, I don't want to open this. Okay. Problem is to just keep the authority active. To which VIN number to put, it's not a problem. From my experience, I got a lot of carriers, like they are calling me for the shipment. Okay, I am saying, yes, you're good. I'm checking the VIN number. It's some truck which got total, truck which got fired. You just
So
typing
you
in a Google, you
telling
find.
me and everyone, listening in logistics community. So all these technologies that they want you to have the VIN number and the insurance and inspections. There are so many programs nowadays that are trying to prevent fraud and double brokering. You are telling us that there is always ways to kind of do it in a different way so that technology FMCSA cannot catch it.
Yes, that's it. But there is the one point. I'm sorry for this. I'm not going to open the secret. Just a simple point that I would say not the brokers, because they don't have a tracking company. Any owner who got a tracking company know which tools they are using for anything, for the keep track rolling. Okay, so there is some tools, some keys. If the tracking will add that in the system, no one can work with it. So they are going to be all going to be catched. I would
So there
say
is
this
a
is the
system.
secret. It's a
Can
secret.
you
It's my
please
secret because
explain? Yeah, okay, it is a secret, but what is that tool? What does it do?
with that one, like how the broker like requests from you some paper, you cannot have the paper. It's something that
Yes.
if you have a track, after that you can have that paper. But anyway, there is a companies who have just one track or two tracks in the MC. They're just using as a regular carrier, and almost they're doing the double brokering with the same MC. So even if you got a MC like that, you cannot, the broker cannot do nothing.
Wow. So, okay, you know all of these, secrets and stuff about double brokering, you know how it operates. Can you please give us advice, just regular freight brokers, small and medium sized freight brokers, and how we can protect them ourselves from double brokering? What steps do you think the industry should take to address this issue and prevent it, other than like just opening new technology companies? Um, what would you advise?
Okay. For now, yeah, as you say, I got a care company. I'm working in the business, continuing with the legal job. But for now, the all secrets, I cannot say why, because a lot of my friends, a lot of my guys is doing the same job, but they're doing legally, they even paying every carrier. So it's the point that if I will open the all secret, a lot of guys going to lose their jobs. I'm sorry for this, but anyway, for the brokers, just to not face the double broking is not a problem. To not face for a fraud and scam who is stealing the freight, something like this is the main problem if, on the industry. The main problem is not a double broker. The problem is the scammers. Because our account almost got hacked few days ago, almost month. So it's the thing that we need to protect. Like the brokers need to protect their accounts first of all, to not click any links, anything that they got. The owners, the problem coming from them. They just don't know
Wow.
what's this. Just opening the links and that's it. Their computer
So
is
you
gone.
saying there are different companies, double brokers and there are also spammers. And do you think that there are two
Yes,
different companies?
yes. The company who is doing double brokering, they never do the scamming or something like this. It's just a fully different system.
Wow. Okay. I we always think that all this time America and carriers, shippers, and freight brokers, we all think that this is double brokering companies who doing all of these spams. But now you're telling that there are special companies who do that, and they send like links, and when you click, they get the information, and that's how they get hacked.
Yes, yes. Even my experience, one of our branches got a problem with a killer, like a real killer. It take the freight to the hostage and he say, okay, guys, if you want to get your product, send me $6,000. Even the broker don't know
Wow.
about this or someone don't know about this. No, the office take care for that. So we pay the money, we get the freight because we was the real company, like a real, we say just a double brokering company who is not stealing, who is not doing anything. We can say, okay, broker, go away and do whatever you want because the company was registered under our like friend name or like anyone name, and we cannot make some bad things on his name. He's living there. That's why we just pay that money, and we cannot even find that scammers who take the product.
That's very interesting to know. I never heard that there are like separate companies that doing this type of stuff. So, what would you advise other than not like clicking the links that they are sending? How would you? Because like few days ago, even I have read that some loads got stolen. So, what would you advise us to do? Freight brokers, shippers, carriers, real carriers, what we can do to prevent this, like what are the precautions we should look and red flags that we should look not to get in this situation.
I would say first of all, problem is coming from there. Like even I would say, okay, brokers call to the main FMCSA numbers to the cell phone of
Okay.
the owner. Sometimes they are just forwarding the calls. Even the owner don't know that his calls has been forwarded. It's just some,
Okay.
I would say, cyber attack to the companies. And from my knowledge, I cannot say any options. But the thing is, they need to be very, very careful. Okay, for I don't know auto service or something like this, I would just recommend to the broker to more trust to the company.
Huh.
You cannot get all green lights. It's never. Because even
Yes,
one day
that's
you
true.
can you cannot have money for the tire to change the tire and the DOT will stop and put the out of service inspection for just tire is not good, brakes is not good. The broker is just rejecting that companies and they're giving the lots to the company who have all green lights. It's not possible. You cannot be like fully 100%
Yes.
legal
So you
if you have.
saying that sometimes brokers, instead of using the logic that normal trucking companies, there is no way that they will not have any inspection failed or any DOT marks. Instead, they are giving this freight to the companies who all are green and they look perfect on the technology and they look perfect on the paper. But in reality, this is a spamming companies that taking the load and then they doing stealing or whatever they are doing.
Something like that, yeah. I will not say for sure, but something like that because I mean it's something from the brokers. They need to see everything like before giving the load. It's not just a highway, okay? They trusting highway. Who is the highway? Highway is just some system, some technology, we even based out of the country. Even highway cannot protect no one because highway say, okay, you got I don't know, you got this problem. Okay, the broker is rejecting you. But first of all, they need to understand who they giving the load. Who is the carrier? Who is going to be
Yes.
the driver? Not to
So
just
first
trust them.
step, you are advising that every time we have to call the FMCSA number.
Yes, for sure, for sure. To just protect you
So,
because
but these companies that they doing like fraudulent activity or stealing the freight, right? They have their number like listed in FMCSA, no?
yes, you
Or they are
true.
doing it through another company.
No, you true because before this, I believe it's almost a month that the DOT is not allowing you to change anything on the FMCSA with the DOT pin. It's got finished. So the anyone got
Yes.
hacked your account, you cannot change nothing. Your phone, emails,
Yes, you
anything.
have to get the PIN in the physical address in order to make any changes. That's true.
No, no, no. You got the PIN. I mean, you got the PIN. You just log in.
Yes.
Before this, you just log into the website, to the portal FMCSA, and just changing your information. Now you cannot. It's the best thing that the FMCSA do, and I would say appreciate for that. Because now you need to, I believe, call and send some mail from the home addresses to them what you need to change or something like this. They become too hard. It's good. It's even hard for us right now because I want to change some information on my company. I don't have a time to do it. That's
Wow.
why yeah, I have not changed it almost 2 weeks.
Okay. Very interesting. So now you guys are doing, real, you have a real company. How many trucks you have?
21.
21 trucks. So
Yes.
you, after quitting double brokering, you decided to open a carrier company and now you already have owner operators and 21 trucks. What is, things that you are looking, and do you feel now owning a carrier company that things that you were doing as a double broker was not, good for carrier company, for actual carrier company, especially if, most of the time, of course, you were not overpaying but underpaying the carrier, and of course carriers want to get the most money.
Okay. Look,
How do you feel now being a carrier company about that?
I'm feeling good. I'm even booking sometimes a lot from the double brokers. I know that they are double.
Huh?
So yeah, even I know they are double brokers. I say, guys, okay, pay me this amount. How much you take, it's yours. I'm good with this. They say, okay, we can or we cannot. I know how they're working. I'm
Wow.
sure that they are going to pay me every time I'm getting paid. No any problems. Sometimes I even say, guys, I know what you're doing. Just connect me with a broker to not make any problems for you. I will not say from my company name and your company name. Everything is fine. That's it. Sometimes I'm almost
Wow.
fighting with them because I'm facing with agents who don't know what to do. And I mean, we're getting a problem because they are going to be just a middle guy to transfer the information. The agent that I like, they cannot transfer the information. They need to take care. But if you're finding the agent who
Wow.
is just transferring the information from you to the broker, you are facing a lot of problems. You need to speak with the broker directly, with the shipper, with the receiver to solve your all problems, like pickup problem,
Yes.
anything. Just that's it.
Very interesting.
Every day when
Yes. Well,
I'm sorry.
yes. Yes. Please go ahead.
Every day when we're going to the job, we're doing that. I mean, we're thinking about it's going to be finished. What's going to be the next? From the first day when we start this, I say, okay, I understand the business, I understand the system, but it's going to be finished. You cannot do this forever. The other guys say, no, it's forever. It's like long trip. I say, guys, no, think for the future. It cannot. We start to think about the brokerage companies to do the same business, to just find the customers, get the shipments and sell them. We try to do that. It was very hard. I think it's very, very, very hard job to make some cold calls, to go meet the shippers, to get the pays from them. A lot of problems.
Yes.
I say, okay, my job is to become a real carrier. And we take the company, we start to buying the trucks. That's it. I mean, it's
So you
hard job.
invested the money that you made with double brokering and you got a carrier company.
Yes,
It's,
yes,
initial money that you invested from double brokering.
yes, that's it.
Okay. So you bought like around 21 trucks. So it means that you
No,
made a lot of money with
no,
double
no, no, no.
brokering.
We got a partner who buy these trucks. From our money, we can even buy just one truck because the down payment is too much. No, we take the
Wow.
office, we take the equipment, we take the computers because before this we was just a worker. Now we take our office to just open the
Yes, yes.
office. Our stuff is manual, everything, and we buy the MC because to work with a brand new MC you cannot. We just buy it from our friend who do the real job. So we take from him, we pay for that, or something like this.
Got you. Okay, well, thank you so much for, shedding light on like topics that I have never heard, the secrets and everything that might be very helpful for everyone. And before we go, I want to, thank everyone for joining. David, Scott, he's saying that, his signal is not good, but that's okay. Thank you so much for joining, Alex and Ryan. Abdullah, thank you so much. For joining. And as of right now, I don't think that we have any questions, but I wanted to share that I'm currently looking for sponsors for my podcast. So if you or anyone in your network might be interested in collaborating, please send me a DM. And sponsorship will include like being featured in our podcast, which will be a weekly also newsletter and carousels in my LinkedIn. So please shoot me a DM if you are interested. And I want to thank you for coming. And this was really an eye opening conversation. And I know our listeners appreciated your insights. And of course, it is not every day we get to hear the perspective of someone who has been on the other side of this. And I really appreciate you coming and sharing your experience on this topic. So thank you for that.
Thank you,
And we
Lida.
will, of course, collaborate through a career company for sure. If you guys found this episode helpful, don't forget to share it with your network and stay tuned for more episodes. Bye.
Bye bye, Lida. Thank you.
Thanks.